Good morning, everybody. I'm Samita Sengupta, representing Business Economics Department. Today, I'm going to talk on perfect competitive market structure, which is regarded as one of the very important market structure within the subject of economics. Today, I'm going to discuss the meaning and concept of perfect competition. So perfect competition or perfect competitive market structure is a meeting place of the buyers and sellers where many more number of the buyers and sellers are coming together and they are selling the commodity where there is free entry and exit. And in fact, this perfect competition is regarded as one of the best perfect market structure within our country. And also many sellers and buyers can come together in order to exchange goods and services. Let me focus more on the features or the elements or the characteristics of the perfect competition. So if we want to analyze the features of perfect competition, the first feature that is coming on, the large number of buyers and sellers. So as I told earlier, that in the perfectly competitive market structure, there are many more number of the buyers and many more number of the sellers can come together to exchange the commodity, and also the commodities are of homogeneous commodity. Then the second features that I can focus on, the homogeneous product. Now here, when we talk about the homogeneous product, all the commodities are similar to each other. They are producing only one category of the commodity, and on the basis of that, the producers are producing the commodity and they are selling out this commodity openly to many more number of the buyers and users of the commodity. And out of the spending money, the buyers are also able to derive the higher and higher level of satisfaction. At the same time, the sellers are also able to derive satisfaction after selling the commodity to the buyers. Third, freedom of entry and exit. Now, as I told you earlier, that in this kind of market structure, many more number of the buyers and sellers can make entry inside the market structure at any time, and also they can exit. Now, they represent here the consumers as well as the sellers. There is no time restriction or not a single restriction is imposed on the buyers and sellers to make entry and exit from the perfectly competitive market structure. Then the fourth feature that we can focus on, the perfect knowledge. Now, in this situation and in this kind of market structure, the consumers are having the knowledge regarding the quality and the quantity of the commodity. In the same way, the producers or the sellers of the commodity also they do have the knowledge to regarding the quality and the quantity of the commodity, the price of the commodity. And in this way, perfect knowledge is exchanged in between the buyers and sellers of the perfectly competitive market structure. Then another characteristics that can be focused is the perfect mobility of the factors of production. Now here, I just want to say what is the meaning of the factors of production. They are the raw materials and they are the chemicals, various kinds of the raw materials which is used in the process of production. For example, chemicals, they may be any kind of machinery, they may be, for example, any kind of technology, and also they may be the human resources or the workers. So in the perfectly competitive market structure, there is free mobility and the perfect mobility of the factors of production through which the producers are able to produce the commodity in the best possible manner. And with that availability of the raw material and the resources, after producing the commodity, they are also able to sell the commodity, and also they are able to make the commodity reachable to all kinds of consumers and the buyers in the perfectly competitive market structure. Sixth features that can be focused on, no transportation cost. It is an unique feature of the perfectly competitive market structure that no transportation cost is included, because in this aspect, it can be said that the prices of the commodities of the homogeneous commodity of the perfectly competitive market structure are determined by the market forces of demand and supply. And in this aspect, we can say, and in this situation, it can be said that the producer or the seller or the entrepreneur of the perfectly competitive market structure, they cannot regulate the price, they cannot change the price, they cannot interfere within the price decision-making process. And that is why the producer or the seller in the perfectly competitive market structure is known as the price taker. They will have to sell the commodity at the existing level of the prices, and this existing level of price is determined by the market forces of demand and supply. And because of this reason, the producer in the perfectly competitive market structure cannot change the price, cannot regulate the price, cannot interfere the price, and cannot decide the price. And because of this, the producers in perfectly competitive market structure are the price taker. They are not the price maker. So in this way, we can say that the no transportation cost is involved. And also another feature is no government intervention. Now in this kind of perfect market structure, the producer is selling the commodity at the existing level of the prices, and there is total absence of the government intervention, meaning thereby the government did not interfere or does not interfere by asking the question to the entrepreneur as what they are selling, how they are selling the commodity in the perfect market structure. And in this way, the features of perfect competition can be explained, and these are some of the unique features of perfectly competitive market structure. Thank you.